Hello everyone, welcome to my Castaways video. This is a video on a game called Castaways, and this game is made by Jeremy Koldoksky, or also known as Apron. Uh, I think installation for this one is very complicated. By the way, I think you require something. Unfortunately, I don't really know because it's very complicated. I don't really remember how I got it to work before. But you should go and look at the readme of this game, and that will, I think, tell you how to get it installed. I'm just letting you know because I know it's a really complicated process, and the first time it took me a very long time to get Swamp, which is also a game made by him, running. It took me a very long time and lots of effort. So yeah, but this is a really fantastic game. I think I'll talk about this for a while before I open it, like I did for Bopper Ultimate. Now this is a very complex game. Okay, Castaways. I'll just say this before going any further. This is a very complex game, and I don't know whether I can even get it to, get it to do. To explain how exactly it works, and I don't even know if I can get a successful game in this video. Usually I fail at this game, so I don't know whether I can make a successful game in this video. I probably won't be doing an entire complete game in this video. Maybe I'll start as a short let's play with an entire game, success or failure, but I don't know about that. Depends on where we get in this video. But this game is very hard to get into, and I just want to warn you that there's nothing much I can do to help get into this game, because the first time I saw this I was very disoriented, and I think you will be too. But with even that being said, this is a game really worth getting into, because once you get into it, it's loads of fun. I don't even know if I've fully gotten into it yet, but I know once you get into it, it's really fun. Now, with that out of the way, let me actually go and explain what this game is about. Or go ahead and explain what this game is about. This game is a kind of game where you have to, I guess you could call it a resource management game or a strategy. I don't know what to call it. But let me explain the story. The story starts that there's a ship which got wrecked, and you are the survivors of that ship, the people who survived it, and you are now on an island with goblins who are trying to chase you down. You have to build a new ship and escape. But to build a ship, you need food to keep your people alive and all that. It's a strategy game where you have to build food, houses, stuff to keep your people safe, and all of that. But your main goal, once you have enough resources, is to build the ship. Now, I have really not completed this. There's a lot more to this game than just building the ship, because there are different missions which have different goals. But that's where the story starts. And I'll go into the rest in a moment once I get the game open.
Folder view list. OBS Studio 31 of...
Now, I will probably not be recording all the missions. I don't know whether I will or not. I'm still undecided.
25 of
but I probably will not, because I honestly have not really gotten into all the missions
Games
yet.
window. See. Items view list. Castaway 17.
And I'm pretty terrible at this game,
Items
by the
view
way.
list. See. Castaways.exe 6 of 43.
Okay, Castaways.exe.
Speech mode off.
Then speech mode off.
Welcome to Castaways, version 2.7D, by Apron. Main menu.
Okay, now let me go over a few things here. You can press tab to select what screen reader you want to use. This is Sappy being used
How to
here.
play. Exit the game.
But if you turn
Speech
NVDA
mode
off, I can press tab.
Screen reader.
Screen reader.
How to play. Window eye support.
Window is...
Apron's Castaways, V2.7. Sappy on. Screen reader.
Screen reader. But I will not be using screen reader. I will be using Sappy because I prefer
Window eye
Sappy.
support. Apron's Castaways, V2.7D.
For whatever reason, once there's no screen reader
Sappy
at all.
on.
Okay, now let me turn
Speech
speech
mode
mode back off.
Load game. Play
But
the game.
yeah, you can do that. So now this is the main menu.
Play the game. Play the
It doesn't
game.
have any music. Okay, play the game.
Load game.
Load game.
Graphics on.
Graphics
Press
on.
enter to change it.
I won't be changing that. Though I don't know if the graphics will be coming in this video. I don't know whether they will or not.
Pause is set to short. Press enter to change it. Default sounds. Press enter to change it.
Sounds here you can. Okay, let me explain.
Graphics on. Pause is set to short.
This I have
Press
no
enter to
idea what
change it.
this is.
Pause is long. Default sounds. Pause is set to long. Press enter to change it. No pauses. Pause is short.
Okay, I have no idea what that is, but I'll leave it at pause. Pause is set to short because I don't know what it is.
Default sounds.
Default
Press
sounds.
enter to change it.
Here you can enter the name of a sound pack. I'll be leaving it at default
Exit the game.
and exit the game.
How to play.
So pretty simple. Let me actually go through the how to play.
Arrow down for information. Castaways is a role-playing strategy sim by Aprone. For a complete list of key commands, please check out the readme.txt file. There is a guide to buildings and a guide to job types as separate text files within the game's directory. These have been created by fellow community members and are a very helpful resource to understanding the game.
Okay, now right now I have to speak on the readme. The readme for this game is for those who have played Swamp. The readme for Castaways
menu.
is very
Castaways.
disappointing because all it contains is keystrokes. It doesn't even contain a simple anything. So first I was fooled into thinking I should go read the readme, but how to play actually contains more info than readme does. However, readme contains literally all the keys in the game. So if you just want a quick key guide, that's the readme. Now let me go down.
The object of Castaways is to head back out to sea after your ship was sank in a violent storm. You begin with a small group of survivors and some random supplies, and you must build up a settlement that will keep your people alive.
Now you can use either the up and down arrows or the left and right arrows for this.
Once you are well established, you can construct a new ship that will carry your people back out to sea and toward home. The land is home to a hostile race of goblins, which intend to kill you if you stick around for too long. The game is built upon the idea that many different jobs are needed in order for a civilization to function. Each job has its own unique way of converting some resource into something ultimately more beneficial to the society. Before starting a new game, you will be asked to select a name, gender, 2 perks, and a fault. The perks and fault will customize your game by offering up odd benefits and hindrances. By simply changing which ones you start a game with, you can end up with a very different experience while playing.
Now that is true.
The first building you should build is your storehouse. The moving of goods, including building materials being carried to a construction site, depends upon how far away it is from your nearest storehouse.
Oh, this is
When
very
you first
true.
begin playing, you will see exactly how long it takes to stock your construction site, because you don't yet have a storehouse.
What in the world? I don't think that's actually true because I've never seen that happen before.
Peasants perform a wide variety of tasks, but most importantly, they carry goods from place to place. Before a building can be constructed, peasants must supply it with the correct amount of building materials.
Alright.
Once that is done, builders may take over and actually construct the building.
Yes.
As new buildings are constructed, new jobs will become available.
Yes.
Everyone is tied together into a huge chain. For example, when your lumberjack cuts down trees, logs are added to your storehouse. A peasant will carry the log to a sawmill, where a carpenter will cut it into lumber.
Honestly, this does a much better job of explaining than I could ever.
In almost all cases, a building can hold a maximum of 5 units of any type of supplies. This means that as supplies are used up, people eating food from the tavern, for example, peasants must be around to carry new food from the storehouse to the tavern. Peasants truly are the backbone of your settlement.
That is very true indeed. Peasants, there's nothing you can do without peasants in this game, I'm honest.
You will figure out most of the jobs yourself, but I really must explain the role of the cook and the bartender. In order for your people to eat meat, vegetables, or bread, there must be a cook on duty. To drink wine, there must be a bartender.
Now, this is something which is very different. Wine here does not actually slow your people down because they're drunk or any such thing. It actually helps them a lot. But honestly, I find wine is just a plain headache and I don't use it because you have to do quite a lot of things there.
To begin building a new structure, or ship, use the arrow keys to select an empty location on the map. Buildings can only be built on empty land, and a ship can only be built on water. Press enter, and you will be given the choices of what to build.
Now this is kind of weird because how do you build something in water? I mean, I know ships sail on water, but how do you build ships in water? That makes no sense because the supplies will sink straight to the bottom, but yeah.
To hear information about your existing buildings, and those still under construction, hover over them and press enter. There are 3 groups of building information you can cycle through, using the arrow keys. Press enter, escape, or spacebar to get out of the menu.
I honestly think that soon I may not go through the entire how to play because it's pretty long.
Because this game has so much going on at any given moment, there are a lot of messages. Because there are so many messages, it makes sense to pause the game, especially when you want to check something or build something new.
Okay,
Spacebar is
I'll
used to pause
explain that
or
in a
unpause
moment.
the game. Sooner or later, the native goblin population will notice you are here. When that happens, they will slowly creep in to conquer your land. They advance slowly, but if they reach any of your buildings, they will burn them down.
Does it say conqueror your land?
Sooner or later, the native goblin population will notice you are here. When that happens, they will slowly creep in to conquer your land.
Yes, it conquer.
To get new people,
That's
build
weird.
homes so that there is room for your population to comfortably grow. Each house can support 4 people, so at first, you will have to build a few houses just to break even. Once you have more than enough houses, your people will slowly begin having babies. The placement of buildings is more important than you might expect.
Then.
Always remember that people must walk the distances between them.
Yes.
Placing a quarry near rocky ground means the stonemason won't have to travel as
Yes.
far each time. Placing a guard tower near the advancing goblin
This is
army
very true.
means your soldiers don't waste time trekking across the map. When you've got things under control with food and supplies, it is time to work on saving your people and getting them back home across the ocean. Highlight a water tile, press enter, and begin constructing a new ship. Completing the ship is an epic task. Even after it has been constructed, it must be stocked with loads of food for the journey. If you can survive long enough, your people will sail away, leaving these horrid goblins behind you. Good luck.
Yes.
Hey, did you know? You put in over 10 hours 9 minutes, playing Aprone's Castaways.
Oh, that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of free entertainment. Head over to www.kaldobsky.com/audiogames to check out other exciting games from Aprone.
Okay.
If you're feeling generous, donations are appreciated, and will help Aprone eat food, so that he won't die and stop making new games. LOL.
That's weird. Okay, anyways.
Previous menu.
That's how to play. I know that was kind of long. I'll explain it in
Main
more
menu.
detail as soon
How
as
to
we
play.
get into the game here.
Exit the game. Default sounds. Pause is set to
Oh,
short.
by the way, did I mention
Default sounds.
that this game
Press
is
enter to
real
change
time?
it.
I meant to
Exit
do
the game.
that.
How to play. Play the game.
It's a real time strategy game.
Choose your mission.
Okay. Now missions.
Sandbox. No enemies.
I will be doing mission 1 for this. Sandbox is just a testing place.
Mission 1.
Mission 1, you have 7 missions.
Mission 2, Mission 3, Mission 4, Mission 5, Mission 6, Mission 7, Recorded Contest Challenge, game limited to 10,000
is
ticks,
that?
and Sandbox, Mission 1,
I really don't know what that is. Anyway, mission 1.
configure your character,
Okay, now.
your name is Caveat, press enter,
Yes,
to
this
change
I've
it.
already done this. But normally it says your name is and it isn't set to anything. So you have to set all these things.
Previous menu, your gender is set to female, press enter to change it,
Yes.
your starter is, smuggled goods, press
I
enter
think
to
I
change
will
it,
change that
select the
starter.
design, defender, you begin the game with a knight,
I think I want this one actually.
strong
Here you
start,
go.
your first storehouse is built instantly, smuggled goods, start with more resources, hermaphrodite, men can also get pregnant,
No, I don't want that, thank you.
brain food, start the game with a bonus tome,
That's not for the mission 1.
defender, you begin the game with a knight,
Actually, I don't want defender because it's not needed.
Strong
I'll
start.
stick with
Smuggled
smuggled
goods.
goods.
starter set,
That's better. The reason I don't want defender is because there are no enemies in the beginning, so it doesn't matter.
your first perk is, Union Smasher, press enter to
Okay,
change it,
perks. Now let me go
select
through
it,
these.
Union Smasher, everyone does their jobs, just a little bit faster,
Good.
tied with Neptune,
Yes.
fishermen will sometimes bring back extra fish,
I don't use fishermen, so
Flintstone vitamins, your people are more resistant to disease,
that would be nice.
pulling the
actually.
goalie, women get pregnant much faster,
No, please. I'm okay with the current pregnancy rate.
flour power, bakers produce an extra loaf of bread with each batch,
I might actually switch this one because bread is essential.
sweatshop, your children enter the workforce at a younger age,
I might actually use that one too.
tree hugger, forests last longer before becoming scattered trees, Union Smasher, everyone does their jobs,
I think I'll
Perk
stick
set.
with this one actually.
your second perk is, preemies, press enter to change it, select the green thumb, all crops grow a little faster,
That would be
strong
nice.
bones, your people will have fewer broken bones,
Oh god, that'd be really
Preemies.
cool.
pregnant women will have their babies faster, pack rat,
That's also pretty
the
useful.
tavern is able to hold
actually.
more food, strong swimmers, a few extra people survive the shipwreck,
Should I stick with that one actually?
birthday cake, bakers make one large birthday cake instead of 3 cake, and that cake loads a person with energy,
No, I don't want that.
boulder holder, stones last longer before becoming rocky soil,
No, I'm never really in short of bricks, so I don't need that.
green thumb, all crops grow a little faster, strong bones, preemies,
I think I'll
pregnant
need
women
this
will
one
perk
because
set,
trust me, that the quicker that happens, the better.
your fault is, Murphy's Law, Press enter to change it.
Now font.
Select the
Let me
desired
go
font.
through
All
this.
thumbs. Builders take longer to do their work.
No, I want buildings built quickly, thank you.
Dog food. Wild animals are more likely to attack hunters.
No.
Trojan man. More time passes between women getting pregnant.
Is that really a fault? Sometimes that's a good thing because you don't want too many people getting pregnant at once, trust me.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Your people burn through food faster if they don't have wine.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Light lunch. Your first group of castaways start out hungrier than normal.
No.
Cozy. Real estate lingo for small and cramped. Your houses only support 3 people each.
No.
Vegetarian. Your people won't eat meat.
This is the worst.
Murphy's Law. Random disasters are more likely to happen.
I'll
Alt
leave it
set.
at that one.
Single player. Press enter to
A
change it.
single player.
Default
I'll
map.
stick with single player.
Press enter to
Now
change
the
it.
default map, there are 3 maps. Default,
Map set to secondary.
secondary,
Map set to random.
and random.
Or an added challenge.
No, I
Map
don't
set to
want
default.
that. Okay.
Finalize this character.
And finalize this character. Now multiplayer, I have no idea how that works. To get multiplayer, though, you will have to get your Call Dogs key account. I know it's paid, but it also gives you multiplayer access to Swamp. So I personally call it worth it. I already have that, but I think I'll be doing single player because I really don't understand how multiplayer works.
Finalize this character.
Okay, finalize.
Select difficulty. Easy. Normal. Hard. Insane. Previous menu. Easy.
Please, easy is good enough. Okay.
10 days into the storm, there was no hope left. The sails were torn, the rudder broken, and many of the crew had already been washed overboard. When the ship crashed upon the rocks and sank, only a small number of survivors washed up on shore. The supplies that litter the beach will not last us long.
Okay, that's the intro message for this mission. Now you're in the game. Now I have to explain what's going
A1.
on.
Dense forest.
Okay, so the way this game works is that you can pause the game, and the game is actually paused right now. When it's not paused, you can hear a clock ticking, but I'll leave it paused for now. Now, this is the difference between this game and other games. You can do everything when things are paused. You can give orders for buildings to be built, but your people can only move when the pause is, when it's not paused. So trust me, this game being paused in this game is very useful. Now we're on A1, so let me quickly go over the key commands. Arrow keys make you move.
A1. Dense forest. A2. Forest. B2.
Now this is kind of different because A1 is the top left square, not the bottom left.
B3. Forest. A3. A4. A5. A7. A8. Land.
Okay, A8. I want to warn you. Don't build anything on A8 ever. Because there are goblins and they will come teleport onto A8. So you don't want any buildings on A8.
A9. Land.
In my main save, I made a mistake of building a storehouse on A8. Which I learned
A10.
from.
A11. A12. A11.
Now there's a nice bit of
A8.
land here.
Land.
This is
C9.
land.
Forest.
This is
C9.
forest. Okay.
Rocky terrain. C9. C10. C11.
Okay, I know
C12,
where I'm building a
B12,
quarry then.
B12. B11. A11. B11.
So you can
C10.
wander around like
A10.
this.
A10.
You get the idea.
Land.
Okay, wow, this is a really cool
A10.
idea. The idea I
Land.
have. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. Now, the arrow keys do that. Now, 1 to 10 go through your
10 days
messages.
into the storm.
There's only
10
one
days in-
message.
10 days
One. I'll silence that because we already heard that. Now, if you press enter on a land square,
B10. A10. Land.
you can build a
A9.
building. I'll build
Land.
build a storehouse on A9.
B9. C9.
I think I'll build a
E9,
storehouse out in
E9,
the middle
E8,
somewhere.
E7. E8. E9. E10. E11. D11. B11. A11.
Yes,
D11.
somewhere
D10.
like
D9. D10. D11. D13. C13. C12. A12. B12. Land. B11. D11.
I should have said
Land.
it.
C11. D11.
I think here.
Land. Select building.
It's a nice patch of land and I might build stuff here. Actually, let me go
Menu
and
closed.
look right.
F11. G11.
Yes,
F11.
good.
E11.
Yeah, good,
D11.
good.
D10. Forest. C10.
Oh no.
Land. C11.
No, I'll actually
Land.
build it here. I'm
C12,
sorry, but this is
C11,
very important.
C11,
The reason I decided to build it here
C11,
because there's land
land.
all around the square
Select building.
for me
Build
to
a
build
house.
buildings on.
Needs 3 lump. Build a tavern. Build
So
a
I'll
storehouse. Build a
it here
storehouse.
instead.
Needs 10 lumber and 8 bricks.
Okay, now
Hold shift and press enter to begin construction.
If you press enter, you'll hear
Hold
that
shift
message.
and press enter to begin construction.
So hold shift and
Construction has
press enter,
begun.
yeah. Okay, now begin constructions. However, now nothing is going to happen because the game is paused. So to unpause the game, I have to press space. I think I may have gone through most of the commands. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I need to go through. You use F and R to go through your people.
Maxwell, a male builder who is just standing around.
Now all your 14 people start as builders, but builders will also do peasants' work when there's no builders' work to be done. I'll explain more about this as it comes. Now
You
ENR
have 14 builders. You have 14 idle.
is supposed
Caveat,
to
you have 14 total.
go through your cycle through all the jobs. You have how many farmers, how many builders, and DNF will go through that category. ENR selects category, DNF goes through that category basically. Now let me unpause. Now let me look. Now that ticking is the ticks. This game is measured in ticks always.
You have 14 peasants. Kenneth is filling in as a peasant transporting lumber. He is actually a builder.
Yes.
Alec is filling in as a peasant transporting bricks. He is actually a builder.
They're all filling in. Now they're just transporting. Now I just have to wait for them to hurry up. For whatever reason, I really like that ticking. I find it relaxing. Now this is my strategy. It might be terrible. Let me know in the comments. But this is my strategy to get the storehouse done first. Oh, and you press G to check a person's
Caveat,
energy.
Ella has dropped.
Oh.
Jesse has 2.
Okay, let me pause. So those messages are
Aiden has dropped off lumber at the storehouse construction site. Jesse has dropped off lumber at the storehouse construction site. Jace has dropped off lumber at the storehouse
so
construction
they're all
site.
dropping on. When you hear that sound, it means people are dropping off. That noise you were hearing earlier. Now, one more thing I want to quickly go through. If you press G when you're focused on a person,
Alec has 73% total energy. Separately, he has 79 meat, 72 bread, 72 vegetables, and 70% wine energy.
okay, that gives you all the information. If a person reaches 0% energy, they starve and die. You don't want that.
Larry has
Now
dropped
that's how
off
means
lumber at the
people are
storehouse
dropping
construction
off, like I
site.
said. Now they've dropped off. Now I'm
Maxwell,
just waiting
Alec
for
has,
everyone
Noah
else
has
to drop
dropped, Johanna,
off.
Axel has, Antonio, Elena has dropped off bricks at the storehouse
Oh,
construction
God.
site.
Okay, this is for Shadowrun players only. For non-Shadowrun players, please skip this, or you won't understand this. But how coincidental! It has Axel and Elena. Oh God, I've never had this kind of random thing happen to me before. Oops. Sorry, spoiler. I know, but names don't really spoil anything in that game. But I love this, Axel and Elena.
Your people have reported that some bread
What?
has molded.
No.
You have lost 19 bread.
No. I can't lose
Your
bread.
people have reported that some bread has molded. You have lost 11 bread.
Oh God. Terrible start. Now whenever you hear those messages, how much bread do I have?
We have 36 bricks.
No.
We have 49 meat, 12 bread, 14 vegetables,
This is a problem.
and 27 barrels of wine.
This is a huge problem. But whenever a disaster happens, the game auto pauses itself, which is good. Oh God, this is a problem. Okay, at least I have some meat. Now when are they gonna go drop the rest?
Ella is filling in as a peasant. Caveat, Ella has dropped.
Good.
Jace has dropped off lumber at the storehouse construction
Oh,
site.
go ahead and drop it off quickly.
Kenneth is filling in as a peasant transporting bricks. He is actually a builder. Kenneth has the storehouse construction site has the materials it needs.
Okay,
Builders will take over from here.
now builders will take over from here, like the game said. Right after the little
Caveat,
build-
Maxwell, Kenneth has, Alec has, Ella has, Noah has done, Jace has, Johanna, Jesse has done construction work at the storehouse.
So that's what that says. All these people have done construction work at the storehouse.
Axel has, the storehouse, at C11, has been completed.
Yes, the storehouse has been completed. And now I think
C12, C13,
where should I put the
C12,
tavern?
land, C11, E11,
Taverns
F11,
are needed for
C11,
people to
B11,
eat.
A11, A11, land,
I'm thinking of putting it down
B11.
here.
land,
Right next to the storehouse because there's nothing here.
B12, B10,
Oh,
dense
there's
forest,
forestry.
A11, A10, A11, C11, C12, B12, C12,
I'm going to actually put it here
B12,
instead.
B12, C12,
It's C12.
land, C13,
Because there's nothing
C12,
there.
select building, Build a house. Build
Yes,
a
I'll
tavern.
set it here.
Needs 8 lumber and 6 bricks.
Oh, shift and enter.
Construction has begun.
Oh, by the way, Z, X, and C check all your resources. So Z is.
We have 49 meat, 12
Or
bread,
Z, I should say.
14
Whichever.
vegetables, and 27 barrels of wine.
That's for your food. X
We have
is.
0 flour, 18 cloth, 13 barrels, 0 metal bars, and 0 sets of armor.
And C is.
We have 36 bricks, 40 lumber, 0 wheat, 0 logs, 0 metal ore, 0 dead animals, and 0 animal furs.
So, yes. Now, if you notice, this will be a
Kavya,
lot
Kenneth
quicker.
has, Ella has, Jace has, Jesse has, Aiden has, Larry has, Elena has, Maxwell, Alec has, Noah has, Johanna, Axel has, Antonio. The tavern construction site has the materials it needs. Kavya,
See,
Maxwell,
already.
Kenneth has, Alec has, Ella has done, Noah has done, Jace has, Johanna has, Jesse has, Axel has. The tavern at C12 has been completed.
Okay. Now, quickly before I do anything else, like the how to play set, you will need to assign a cook to do
Johanna
anything.
is filling in as a peasant transporting wine. She is. Jesse is filling. Axel is filling
Is
in.
there anyone
Aiden is
who's
filling in.
alone?
And you have 14 builders. You have 14 total. You have 14 peasants. You have 14 builders.
Okay, no one's idle.
Kavya, Maxwell.
Let
Kenneth,
me go. They're all
Kavya has,
now
Maxwell,
going to
Kenneth
drop
has,
off
Ella has, Noah has,
supplies.
Jace has, Jesse has 6.
Let me
You
go
have 8
find
idle.
someone idle.
Alec,
Yes.
Aiden has 60% total energy.
Okay.
Separately, he has 62 meat, 56 bread, 65 vegetables, and 57% wine energy.
Okay. I didn't want me to check that. Now, this is another thing. You use S and A to use or to switch between jobs. So
Hunter, fisherman, peasant, lumberjack, cook. Aiden is told to become a cook.
I want him to become a cook.
Aiden has, Larry has, Elena has, Alec has, Johanna, Antonio, Kavya has, Maxwell, Kenneth has, Noah has, Ella has, Jace has dropped
I
off.
think I'll make Elena a soldier just for some Shadowrun references. Elena and Axel. But I should really put with the Shadowrun stuff and do other things.
C11, D11, E11, D11,
Sorry.
D10,
I know.
forest, C10, B10,
Okay.
B11,
So I'll make a. If you notice
B10,
this.
B11, A11, A10, B10, B11, B9, forest.
If you notice
B10,
this dense
B11.
forest in front
Land.
of B11. So let
Select
me
building,
build
build a house,
a.
build a tavern, build a storehouse, build a sawmill, build a quarry,
Build a sawmill here.
Construction has begun. C11,
Is there
C12,
where I can build
tavern,
a.
D12,
quarry?
D13, F13, H13,
Oh, no.
B13,
That's.
C12, C11,
Is it
C10,
seriously? Oh,
C9,
okay,
C10,
C10.
B10, C10, C10, C11, C10,
Right.
C9.
So I know where I'm
Rocky
going to be
terrain.
building my quarry because there's rocky terrain to the north of the quarry. So this is my strategy. I would not have built the tavern that quickly if it
Kavya has,
weren't for the
Kenneth has,
fact
Ella has,
that
Jace has,
the
Maxwell, Alec has, Noah has,
bread was
Johanna.
molding.
The sawmill construction site has the materials it needs. Builders will take over from here.
Okay,
Kavya,
hurry,
Maxwell,
hurry, I
Kenneth
have
has,
other
Alec
things
has,
to do.
Ella has, Noah has, Jace has, Johanna has, Jesse has, Axel has. The sawmill at B11 has been completed. C10, C11, B11, D11, E11, D12, C12, C11, C10, B10, C10, C9.
Okay.
Rocky terrain.
Now should I build a
C10.
Okay, no, I'm not
D11,
building a
D11.
quarry right now.
Land.
I would normally at this point take the time to build a quarry. But with food being the way it
D11.
is, because
Land.
all that bread had to let me down in mold, I'll be building a vegetable farm.
Select
Sorry
building.
if you can hear any background noise, by the way.
Build a house. Build a tavern. Build a storehouse. Build a sawmill.
Yes.
Build a quarry. Build a wheat farm. Build a vegetable farm. Needs 5 lumber and 3 bricks.
We'll build
Construction has
that.
begun.
Oh, and another thing.
You have 14 total. You
Is
have
there
5
anyone
peasants.
idle?
You have 1 cook. You have 13 builders. You have 8 idle.
Okay, good.
Noah. A male builder who is just standing
I
around.
want this person to become.
Hunter. Fisherman.
Now for
Cooper. Noah
lumberjack,
is
you
told
need
to
2
become a
people
cooper.
because
Peasant. Lumberjack. Cook.
I want
Lumberjack.
lumberjack
Noah is told to become a lumberjack.
who will cut down the trees.
Jace. A male builder who is just standing around. Hunter. Fisherman. Cooper. Peasant. Lumberjack. Cook. Bartender. Carpenter.
And I want
Jace is
him to
told to
become a
become a carpenter.
carpenter. Now carpenters will also cut down trees when there's no logs they have, but I just want to make a lumberjack to make things go quicker. And I will also assign someone as a
Johanna. A
bartender.
female builder who is
because
just standing around. Hunter. Fisherman. Cooper. Peasant. Lumberjack. Cook. Bartender.
Because I
Johanna
already
is told to
start
become a
with
bartender.
these names.
Kavya,
I've never
Maxwell,
had a name
Kenneth
like
has,
this.
Alec has, Ella has, Jesse has, Antonio, Elena has, Axel has, Larry has, Kavya has, Kenneth has, Maxwell. The vegetable farm construction site has the materials it needs.
Yes, I want them to
Builders
start
will take
building
over from here.
that. And once they're done with that, I'll assign a farmer.
Kavya has, Maxwell, Kenneth has, Alec has, Ella has done, Noah has cut, Jace has cut, Jesse too.
And those have been,
Jace has cut down a tree at B10. Noah has cut down a tree at B10.
they're cutting down trees.
Axel has,
To get
Antonio,
logs.
Larry has, Elena has, the vegetable farm, at D11, has been completed. Building details.
Okay.
This building does not need supplies. These farms, menu
Why did
closed.
I do that? Now I want to
Jesse,
set someone else as a
A male
farmer.
builder who is just standing
now.
around. Farmer, hunter,
Yes,
farmer.
become a farmer.
Jesse, Axel. A male builder who is just standing
And
around.
just because why not, I'll make this guy a
Farmer,
hunter.
Axel is told to be Antonio. A male builder who is just standing around. Farmer, hunter, fisherman.
And this guy a
Antonio
fisherman.
is
No,
told
actually, I won't
hunter,
make this guy
farmer,
a fisherman.
And builder.
I'll make
and
him a
farmer,
fisherman later.
And builder. Antonio is
now
told C11, C10.
that I have some
Land.
food supply coming in, I'll
Select
go
builder.
ahead and build that
Build a
quarry I
tavern,
wanted to build
build a
earlier.
storehouse, build a sawmill, build a quarry. Construction has begun.
This is just my strategy.
Kavya, Maxwell has dropped off, Kenneth has, Ella has dropped, Larry has, Alec has, Antonio, Elena has, Kavya has, Maxwell. The quarry construction site has the materials it needs. Builders will take over from here.
I really hope someone will find
Noah
this
has cut
useful
down a
because
tree,
I know
Chase has cut down a tree at B10, Kavya has, Maxwell has, Kenneth has, Alec has, Ella has, Antonio, Larry has,
and if there's a
Elena has done
fault to this
construction work at the
game,
quarry.
it said it's too
Jace
overwhelming.
has
I
cut
wish
off,
there's
Axel
a
has brought back a
tutorial.
kill, Kavya, Maxwell, the quarry.
Wait, what?
Kavya has done, Axel has brought back a kill, from hunting.
Okay.
C9, C10. Quarry.
Yes. Now I want to make
You have 14 total. You have 9 idle. Larry. A male builder who is just standing
this
around.
guy stonemason.
Antonio, Jesse,
Oops.
Antonio, Larry, farmer, hunter, fisherman, cooper, peasant, lumberjack, stonemason.
Yes.
Larry is told to become a stonemason.
Now right here I want to just show you something else. How to save the game. So you press escape in the game to get to the main menu.
Main menu. How to play. Play the game. Save current game. Load game.
So
Save
I've
current
saved
game.
current game.
Type the file name you wish to save to.
And why
press
not?
enter.
I'll
Leave blank to cancel.
I'll actually make a different save file called YouTube, or because I'm actually thinking of making this a let's play now because I want to make it a complete game, and there's no way I can do that in one video. So I'll just save it. I'll just save it as Kavya. My old save isn't useful anyway.
Game saved as Kavya.
Doesn't matter.
Press escape to return. Menu closed.
Now let me resume.
C9, C10. Quarry.
Okay, now let me think what I'm
C11,
actually going to
D11.
do.
E11, F11, E11, E9, E10, E9. Scattered trees, D9, C9,
Now-
B9. Forest,
I want to also find a set
A9,
of
A9,
land.
A9, A10, A11, A12, A11, B11. Sawmill,
I wonder,
A11,
will my population be able to stay on...
A10,
Oh, this is a
A9,
nice patch of land.
land, A8,
Oh no, it's not because
A10,
the goblins
A11,
might be
A12,
coming.
A11, B11, C11,
I know I'm
D11,
going to-
E11,
okay,
E10,
hold on.
E9, E8,
I'm debating
E9,
with myself.
E10, F10, H10, H10,
It's
D10,
a patch
E10,
of land here,
Land.
there's no harm in using
E11,
this. I know it's
C11,
fairly
D11,
far from the
E10,
storehouse, but
land, E11,
I want to use this
H11,
patch of...
J11,
I don't have
H11,
much land here
G11,
either.
F11, E11, D11, E11, E12,
Oh,
C12,
here is the...
E12,
Okay,
F12,
this
E12,
here,
B12,
here.
E12, B12,
Okay, I have quite enough land
Land.
for those houses I was planning to make
B11,
here.
C11, D11, E11, F11, G11, H11, I11,
I know there's lots
K11,
of land
M11,
somewhere. Oh.
K11, K9, K7,
Ah, this is a
K5,
nice
K3,
place to...
Forest, K4, J4,
I've never really
F4,
explored...
G4,
Oh, this is
D4,
wonderful.
C4, B4, A4,
Okay, I understand what to do now. I was just plotting. Now there's a nice patch of land here.
B4, C4, D4, E4, F4, G4, H4, I4, J4, K4. Stony Field.
Well, guess what? That patch of land there is going to become a place of my houses. Now, I'm probably not going to build 10 houses because it's a lot.
We have 19 bricks, 15 lumber,
Okay, I have enough.
K5,
Now,
J5,
I will quickly
I5,
go build a
I7,
hospital
I8,
somewhere.
H8, H7,
Here.
H6, G6, G8, G9,
Near my
G11,
store. There is
E11,
it.
C11, D11, E11, E12. Land.
Well,
E11.
why not
E11.
here? I mean,
E11.
there's no harm.
Select building. Build a house. Build a tavern. Build a storehouse. Build a sawmill. Build a quarry.
I just
build a
get
wheat
all
farm,
the
Build a vegetable farm.
essential
Build a butcher shop. Build a mill.
buildings out of the
Build a bakery.
way.
Build a vineyard. Build a
I
hospital.
think this is the last of
Needs
them.
4 lumber. Construction has begun.
After
Caveat,
this it'll
Maxwell
be-
has dropped off. Jace has cut a log. Noah
After
has
this,
cut
I'll
down a tree
actually
at B10.
start doing more things. I mean, different kinds of
Kenneth
things.
has, Ella has, Elena has, Kavya has, Alec has, Jace has cut a, Antonio, Maxwell, Ella has dropped off a log at the sawmill. Larry has made bricks, from rocks at C9. Axel
Yes.
has brought back a kill.
That
Kenneth has,
happens.
Jace has cut a, the hospital construction site has the materials it needs. Noah has cut down a tree at B10.
I wish the
Elena has
builder.
dropped off a, Jace has cut a, Jesse has, Kavya has, Maxwell, Kenneth has, Alec has, Ella has, Antonio has done construction work at the hospital. Larry has, Elena has, Jace has cut a,
What the hell is that?
Larry has made bricks, from rocks, Maxwell, Kenneth has, the hospital, at E11, has been completed, Elena. A female builder who is just standing around, Antonio. A male builder who is just standing around. Farmer, hunter, fisherman, cooper, peasant, lumberjack, stonemason, doctor. Antonio is told to
Okay,
become a
why
doctor.
not? Now I have all the essential buildings out of the way. Now is when I want to build a wheat farm. Vegetables
F11,
do fair,
F12, F10, F9,
but I don't
F8,
want.
F9, G9,
And there's a
F9,
vertical patch
F10,
of
F11,
land here,
land.
just big enough. Now I want to build a wheat farm here. This is a bit longer and more complicated, but I want to show
Select
this
building,
off.
build a house, build a tavern, build a storehouse, build a sawmill, build a
I
quarry,
wanna build
build a
those
wheat farm,
things.
build a wheat farm. Needs 5 lumber, and 3 bricks.
I mean, I actually do not have enough lumber and bricks, but I just wait for them, my people, to start gathering. After I'm done with the wheat farm, by the way, is when I will seriously start focusing
Construction
on
has
more
begun.
houses. For my
Noah has
people.
cut, Axel has brought back a kill, from hunting.
I know I'm making them wait a lot, but I want
Kavya
more.
has, Maxwell, Kenneth
much
has, Alec
food
has,
as
Ella has
possible
dropped
to-
off cloth at the hospital.
Oh,
Kenneth has, Elena
now
has
they're
dropped off
dropping the
lumber at the wheat
cloth
farm construction
at the
site.
hospital.
Larry has made bricks, from rock. Jace has cut down a tree at B10. Kavya has, Alec has, Noah has been injured,
Oh, God.
and cannot continue working. He is Dr. Antonio, Maxwell, Ella has dropped off,
So that-
Ella has, Dr. Antonio, is working on Noah.
Is saying that people, that kind of
Kenneth has,
sound
Alec
means
has, Jace has, Elena has, Jesse
The
has,
doctor is
Axel has,
working on the
Maxwell has
patient.
dropped off a log at the sawmill.
these people are
Ella has dropped
going
off cloth at the hospital. Jace has cut a, Larry has made bricks, from
Okay,
rock.
okay,
Kavya has, the
wonderful
wheat
and
farm
everything,
construction
but I
site
have
has the materials it
building
needs.
and construction. Could
Builders
you
will
please
take over
focus
from
on
here.
that, people?
We have 6, Jace has cut a log.
Uh-huh.
We have 16, bricks. 14, lumber.
Oh, I'm not
0,
bad.
wheat. Kavya
When it
has,
comes to
Maxwell,
these things.
Kenneth has, Alec has, Ella has done,
I
Elena
have
has done
enough to get
construction
all
work
my
at the
wheat
wheat farm.
farm buildings done. Good.
Axel has brought back a kill, from
Because I
hunting.
need a couple.
Kavya has, Larry has made brick. Maxwell has, Kenneth has, Alec has, the wheat farm, at
I think
F11,
I'll assign
has been
2 more
completed.
farmers.
Elena. A female builder who is just standing around.
Why
Ella.
don't you become a farmer?
Elena. Farmer. Ella. A female builder who is just standing around. Farmer. Ella
Gotcha.
is told to become a farmer.
This is so odd because these names are so like names in characters of books I've heard. This has never happened that so many names like that have come.
E11. F11. Wheat
Books
farm.
and games.
F12. F11.
Also, I like the
Wheat farm.
hospital sound.
E11. Hospital.
That kind of
5.
heartbeat.
F11. E11. Hospital.
It sounds so much better
5.
on earphones.
E11. Hospital.
Drumming.
5. F11.
Anyway.
F10.
Back to
F9.
this.
F8.
Now, what else do I
F10.
need?
Building details.
let me look at
This
the
building does
description.
not need supplies.
Oh,
These farms grow crops of wheat that can later be milled into flour. Open.
oh,
Farmers
I'll
will
need
harvest crops from this farm.
I'll need a mill and a
Select
bakery.
building.
I
Build
remember.
a tavern. Build a storehouse. Build a sawmill.
No,
Build a quarry.
this is something. Sawmills are different from mills.
Build a wheat farm. Build a butcher shop. Build a mill. Construction has
Let's
begun.
start building a mill.
Jesse has harvested vegetables from the farm at D11. Jace has cut down a tree at B10. Noah had his pulled muscle healed, so he can now return to work as a lumberjack.
Yes, good.
Kenneth has dropped off lumber at the mill. Larry has made brick. Alec has dropped off brick. Axel has brought back a kill from hunting. Maxwell has dropped off meat at the tavern. Jace has cut down a tree. Noah has cut down a tree. Kavya has dropped off lumber at the mill construction site.
Yes, I will
Maxwell,
definitely
Alec
be
has dropped off
making
lumber.
turn
Kenneth
this
has
into a
dropped off
small
lumber at
let's
the mill.
play.
Jace has cut a log. Maxwell,
small
Alec
because
has,
it won't take
Larry
me
has made
long to
bricks
lose.
from rocks at
I'm not
C9.
good
Ella
at
has harvested
mission 1 at
vegetables
least.
from the farm at
I've
D11.
not tried any other missions.
Kavya has,
But
the mill Axel has brought back a kill from hunting. Noah has cut down a tree at B10. Alec has dropped off vegetables at the tavern.
also, you
Kavya
can use
Maxwell,
Shift
Kenneth
D
has
and
done
F to
construction
jump to
work
your
at the mill.
buildings.
Jace has cut down a tree at B10. Larry has made bricks from rock. Alec has done construction work at the mill.
Come on,
Kavya,
hurry up.
Maxwell, Kenneth has, Jesse has harvested wheat. Jace has cut a log into lumber.
I need more people.
Alec has, Noah has cut down a tree at B10. Axel has brought back a kill from hunting. Kavya, Maxwell, the mill at F10. Ella has, Jace has cut a log into
Now
lumber.
the mill is done.
F10.
I think
Mill
peasants
0.
will
Building details.
do the mill
This building
thing.
has 0. A mill is a large wooden windmill, which grinds wheat into bags of flour. A peasant will operate the mill when flour needs to be made.
Good. Now,
F9,
up
F8,
here,
F9, G9, F9. Select
is
building.
where I
Build
should
a
build
house.
my
Build a
bakery.
tavern. Build a storehouse.
Yes,
Build a
this
sawmill.
is a
Build a court.
building
Build a
process.
wheat farm. Build a butcher shop. Build a mill. Build a bakery. Construction has begun.
And the goblins should be on to me soon.
Kavya, Maxwell, Kenneth
This
has,
is great.
Larry has, Alec has dropped off wine at the tavern. Kavya has dropped off meat. Maxwell has dropped
Okay.
off wine at the tavern.
Can anyone get back to construction,
Kavya has
please?
dropped off meat at the tavern. Noah has cut down a tree at B10.
Okay.
Kavya has dropped off wine at the tavern. Kenneth has dropped off
Good.
lumber. Alec
If
has,
no
Jace
one
has, Axel
starts
has,
my
Kavya has dropped
construction,
off
I'm
bread
gonna
at the
close
tavern.
my tavern.
Kenneth has, Larry has made bread. Maxwell, Alec has dropped off bread. Kavya has, Jesse has harvested wheat. Kenneth has dropped off vegetables at the tavern.
I will actually do that. I'll actually close my tavern.
D11, C12.
For a while. Partly
Tavern
to
you have
show
one.
you how that works. When you close a tavern or any building for that matter, peasants will no longer carry supplies to that building. If they were actually carrying supplies, they'll just drop those off. But no new peasants will start carrying supplies
Building
there.
details. This building has 4. Meat.
Now I
Open.
have to go down here.
Peasants will automatically carry supplies here as they become available. Press backspace to change this. Closed. Peasants will not bring new supplies here.
Yes. Now the sound of
backspace
the
to
building is
change this.
different as you
Menu
can see.
closed.
Listen.
C12. Tavern.
At close
closed.
sound is there.
4, 4, 3. Maxwell has dropped off wine at the tavern. Kenneth has dropped off meat at the tavern. Noah has cut down a tree at B10. Ella has
I
harvested
want them
vegetables
to
from the
focus
farm at
on
D11.
my construction.
Alec has dropped off lumber at the bakery
That's
construction
better.
site. Larry has made bricks. We have 17. Jace has cut down a tree at D10.
I'm doing better than I expected.
We have Maxwell has dropped off bricks at the
When it
bakery.
comes to
Kenneth has
resources.
dropped off bricks at the bakery construction site.
Good.
Maxwell has dropped off a log at the sawmill. Kenneth has dropped off a log. Jesse has harvested wheat. Maxwell has dropped off. Noah has. Alec has. The bakery construction site has the materials it needs. Larry has made bricks
Okay,
from rocks at C9.
builders.
Ella has harvested vegetables
Builders.
from the farm at. Alec has done construction. Axel has. Jace has cut down a tree. Maxwell has dropped off wheat at the mill. Kavya has dropped off wheat at the mill.
Come on. What for the builder is not doing
Alec
the
has
job.
done construction. Kenneth has done construction. Jace has cut a log. Maxwell has done construction work at the bakery. Larry has made brick. Noah has cut down a tree at D10.
Still.
Alec has done construction.
Sometimes you try to
Kenneth has
wait
done
for your
construction.
people to
Jace
catch
has-
up with
Jesse
your
has-
mind.
Maxwell has done construction work at the
plans.
bakery. Kavya has done construction work at the bakery. Alec
This
has
whole
the
thing
bakery
is so that
at
okay.
F9 has been
I'll just
completed.
need one more
You have 3
person who.
Jesse, Antonio, and Elena. Jesse. A male farmer who is just Elena. Antonio. Jesse. A male baker. Hunter.
Is I
Baker.
want this person
Jesse
to
is
become
told
a
to become a baker.
Oops. No.
Elena.
I take
A
that back.
female farmer who is just standing around.
I take that back. I don't want that guy.
You have 14 total. You have 3 idle. Jesse. Hunter. Baker. Farmer. Antonio. Elena. A female. Antonio. A male doctor who is just standing around.
No, I don't want to send my.
You have 14 total. You have 4 peasants. Kavya, Maxwell, Kenneth, and Alec.
Okay, I will actually make one of these.
You have 1 lumberjack. Noah.
Become a
You have 4
baker.
peasants. Kavya, Maxwell, Kenneth, and Alec.
Honestly, right now I need to sit down and build some houses.
Kavya is filling in as a peasant transporting a log. She is actually a builder.
After this is over, I'll just make
Farmer,
my main
baker,
character a
Hunter,
baker.
Baker. Kavya is told to become a baker.
And now it's
She is
time.
currently busy, but will
It's
take on a
time
new
to
job
do
as soon
what
as she
all
can.
I've been planning
C11,
for a long time
C9,
now.
C8, C5, C4, B4, C4,
There's up
B4,
here, there's a line
F4,
of
G4,
land, remember?
B4, C4, land.
Well, I'll start building houses
Select building.
here.
Build a house. Hold shift. Construction has begun. Jace
Yes.
has cut a log into
Excellent.
lumber. Ella has
I might have to stop this video in another few minutes.
Larry has made bricks. Axel has brought back a kill
Because
from hunting.
I have other things to
Jace
do,
has
but
cut a log.
I
into
will
lumber.
definitely be
Noah
making
has cut
this a
down a
let's
tree at
play
D10.
and
Maxwell has dropped off wheat at the mill.
Yeah.
Kenneth has
And
made a
after
sack
Night
of
of
flour.
Paradise, I'm
Jace has
taking a
cut a
short
log
break
into lumber.
because this next part is very mazy and confusing.
Larry has made bricks
In Night of
from rock.
Paradise.
Jace has cut a log into lumber.
Why is no one
Jesse has harvested wheat
transporting?
from the farm at F11.
Someone going to transport?
Kavya has dropped off lumber at the house.
Good.
Jace has cut a. Noah has cut down a
Oh,
tree
I
at
thought you
D10.
made that person a baker.
Ella has Axel has. Alec has dropped off bricks at the house construction
Oh,
site.
because bakers do
Maxwell has
peasants
dropped
work
off.
when there's
Larry
no...
has made bricks from rocks at C9.
Okay, makes
Kenneth has
sense.
dropped off lumber. Maxwell has dropped off a log at the sawmill.
This is also a new strategy, by
Kenneth
the
has
way.
dropped off a.
Which I just
Maxwell
came
has
up
dropped
with.
off a log at the sawmill.
I've never done this kind of a thing
Kenneth
before.
has dropped off a. Maxwell has dropped off a log at the sawmill.
Okay, excellent.
Noah has.
Now,
Jace has cut down a tree at D10.
now I'll start closing
Larry has
down
made
buildings so
Jesse
people
has
don't
harvested
hurry
wheat
up.
from the farm at F11. Upgrade peasant to a serf.
Oh, no.
If you have an available tome, selecting a person and pressing Shift plus. Maxwell is filling in as a peasant transporting wheat. He is. Kenneth is filling in as a peasant transporting flour. He is. Alec is filling in as a peasant transporting bricks. He is actually a builder.
But someone is doing the work.
Jace has cut a log into lumber. Kavya has. Maxwell has. Kenneth has dropped
Honestly,
off.
if we
Axel
keep
has brought
going
back a
at
kill
this rate-
from hunting. Kavya has. Ella has. Kenneth has
I'm
dropped off.
considering
Alec has-
closing all
the
of the
house
buildings,
Jace
because
has cut
this
a
is
log
important.
into lumber.
This house is very important. Houses are.
Larry has made bricks. Maxwell has dropped off wheat at the mill.
Because once
Jace
you
has
make
cut a
enough
log
houses
into lumber.
to support more than
Noah
only
has cut
people,
down a
once you
tree at
make
B9.
enough place,
Kenneth has. Maxwell has
then
done
the
construct-
women
Alec
in
has
your
made. Jace has cut a log
in
into
your
lumber.
settlement will start getting pregnant. So
Jesse has
that means
harvested
they
wheat
can't
from
work, but
Kavya
after
has-
their
Kenneth has-
children are
Maxwell has
born,
done
they'll
construct-
start
Alec
working.
has. Jace has cut a log into lumber.
So-
Kavya has. Axel has brought back a kill.
Someone going to
Kavya is
build?
filling in as a peasant transporting flour. Ella has harvested. Kavya. Maxwell has done construct. Alec
Good.
has. Jace has cut a log
Excellent.
into
Someone
lumber.
actually
Larry has
building
made
it.
bricks from rocks at C8.
That does it. I'm closing my tavern again.
B11. Maxwell has done construct. Alec has the house. Kavya. Noah has. Jace has
I know
cut a
I'm
log
impatient,
into
but
lumber.
I want to show you the house song.
C4. House you have one. D4. Land. Select building. Build a house.
Yes.
Construction has begun. We have 22 bricks. 18 lumber.
Wow, 18
0
lumber.
wheat. Maxwell has dropped off a log at
This
the
is
sawmill.
fantastic. I'll just build
Jace
a
is
few
on the
more
verge of starvation.
houses.
Jace
What?
has cut a log into lumber.
Why is that person?
We have 22. We have 53 meat. 5 bread. 28 vegetables. And 16
Yes.
barrels of wine.
Still have very little bit. Why does that person on the verge of starvation?
Maxwell is filling. You have one lumberjack. You have one. You have Noah. You have one stonemason. Larry. You have one doctor. Antonio. You have one cook.
What is that
Eden.
guy?
You have one bartender. Johanna. You have one carpenter. Jace. You have 3
He's-
builders.
oh.
You have one carpenter. Jace. Jace has 4% total energy.
What is he
Separately,
doing?
he has 6 meat, 4 bread, 3 vegetables, and 3 Jace. A male carpenter cutting lumber.
Why is he
Jace has
not
Jesse has
eating?
Jace Alec has dropped. Jace has 3% total energy.
Uh-oh.
Separately, Kenneth has dropped off a bag of flour at the bakery.
Oh God. Does the tavern being closed mean that... Oh. This is very bad. I forgot to reopen it again. I think my person is going to starve.
A4, A4, A4.
No.
Forest.
Where's the...
B11.
I need to go to that
C4,
tavern.
C10, C12.
Oh,
Building
come on.
details. This building has 0 meat. 0 closed. A tab closed. Open.
Well, I'll open it
Peasants will
now. I know this
automatically carry
person
some.
is already
Jace
going to
has cut a log
starve.
into lumber. Kenneth has Jace Axel has brought back a kill. Jace has 26% total
Oh,
energy.
thank God.
Separate.
Oh, thank God. That was close. You almost
Larry has
didn't
made
survive
bricks
that.
from rocks. D4, D11, E11, F9, F10, F11. Wheat farm you have one. F9, E11, D11, D4. House under construction.
Okay.
Ella has
I'll
Kenneth
do
has
that.
dropped off meat at the tavern. Kavya has
Now,
baked 3 loaves
after
of
I
bread.
do, I guess,
Kenneth has dropped off
2
meat
more
at the tavern.
houses,
Noah has cut
I
down a
really
tree at
have to
B9.
go. I think.
Kenneth has dropped off meat at the tavern. Maxwell has dropped off lumber at the house construction site. Kenneth has dropped off meat at the tavern.
Oh, hurry up.
Maxwell has dropped off meat at the
So I'm
tavern.
not going to complain
Kenneth has
if they
dropped
put
off
the
meat at the
supplies
tavern.
in the tavern. The
Maxwell
tavern
has
needs
dropped
them.
off. Alec has dropped off lumber. Kenneth has dropped off bread at the tavern. Jesse has. Maxwell has dropped off. Alec has dropped off bread. Kenneth has dropped off bread at the tavern.
Bakers
Maxwell has
bake
dropped
3
off
loaves of
bread
bread
at
at
the tavern.
once, by the way.
Maxwell, Jace has one.
What?
Jace, Alec, Max, Kavya has baked 3 loaves of bread.
Yeah.
Kenneth has dropped off. Kavya has. Maxwell has. Ella has. Axel has. Alec has. Kenneth has dropped off vegetables at the tavern. Kavya has. Noah has. Maxwell. Alec has dropped off. Kenneth has dropped off
What
vegetables
are
at
they
the tavern.
doing?
Kavya has. Maxwell has dropped off. Alec has
It'll
dropped
take
off.
some time
Kenneth
because
has
they're
dropped
just
off vegetables
refilling
at
the tavern
Kavya
because
has
it's
dropped off
empty.
vegetables at the tavern. Maxwell has dropped off. Alec has dropped off wine. Kenneth has dropped off wine at the tavern. Kavya has dropped off wine at the
Since the
tavern.
people have
Maxwell
been
has dropped
eating
off.
up
Alec has.
everything there,
Jesse has. Kenneth has dropped
it's
off wine
all
at the tavern.
empty.
Kavya has dropped off wine at the tavern.
So as soon as they finish talking that place, they should hurry up.
Ella has harvested vegetables. Jace has cut. Larry has made bricks from rocks at C8.
Let me see. Will I have to close it again?
Jace is filling in as a lumberjack chopping down it. Noah has cut down a tree at D9.
Okay.
You have 3 builders. You have 3 farmers. Maxwell is filling in as a peasant transporting lumber. He is. Kenneth is filling in as a peasant transporting bricks. He is actually a builder.
They're transporting.
Jesse has harvested wheat.
That's nice to see.
Alec is filling in as a peasant transporting bricks. He is actually a builder.
This line is actually further away from the
Alina has
storehouse, so
harvested
it's going to
vegetables
take more
from the farm.
time.
Alec has dropped off brick. Kenneth has. Maxwell
But
has.
I
Larry
need
has made
houses
brick.
and I need
Kavya
them
has
close
the house
together.
construction site. Alec has dropped off a log. Kenneth has. Jace has cut. Maxwell has dropped off a log at the sawmill.
Okay. Builders.
Maxwell. A male builder busy building. Noah has cut. Alec has done construction. Kenneth has. Jace has cut. Maxwell has done construction work at the house. Kavya has dropped off wheat at the mill. Kenneth. A male builder busy building. Kavya has. Alec has done construction. Kenneth has. Jace has cut. Maxwell has done construction work at the house. Kavya has dropped off a log at the sawmill.
After a
Ella
while,
has
you just have to
harvested
wait
wheat
for
from the
people
farm
to
at
do their
F11.
thing.
Alec has
And
done construction. Kenneth has.
you kind
Jace has
of
cut. Maxwell. Larry has made bricks.
just have
Jesse
to
has harvested vegetables from the farm at D11.
wait for them to catch up with
Alec
your
has
plans
the
and
house.
strategies.
Jace has cut a
Okay,
log
good.
into
The
lumber.
house is completed. I'll just
E4.
make another house.
Select building. Build a house.
Yes. build a
Construction has
house.
begun.
It's actually far away
Kavya.
from the
Axel
store.
has
This is
brought
going to
back
take
a
a lot
kill
of time.
from hunting. Noah has cut down a tree at D9. Jace has cut a log into lumber. Maxwell has. Alec has dropped off wheat at the mill.
After these houses are over and
Kenneth
after
has-
I
Jace
have,
has
I
cut a log
guess,
into
20
lumber.
people is my goal. Then I'll start doing lots more
Ella
other
has-
buildings
Larry has
while
made
still
bricks from rocks
simultaneously
at
building
C8.
some houses.
Jace has cut a
My
log
goal is to
into
have
lumber.
ultimately 30 or 40 people. I know it's a lot, but it's my
Jesse has
goal.
harvested vegetables from the farm at D11. Kavya has dropped off lumber at the house.
And I
Axel
can
has brought
make
back
some
a
of
kill
them
from hunting.
soldiers.
Noah has cut down a tree at D9.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Maxwell has dropped off lumber at the house construction site. Kenneth has dropped
Come
off
on,
lumber at
hurry
the
up.
house construction site. Alec has dropped off bricks at the house. Kenneth has. Larry has made bricks from rocks at C8. Alec has dropped off a log. Ella has harvested wheat from the farm at F11.
But a bit after
Jace
this
has cut down a
house
tree
and
at D9.
maybe as a few more things happen, I will be ending this recording.
Jesse has. Jace has. Kenneth has. Axel has brought back a
But I
kill
do
from
want
hunting.
them to
Alec
finish
has
this
dropped.
house
Noah has.
first.
Kavya. Kenneth has dropped off a log at the sawmill. Alec has dropped off a log. Jace has cut a log into lumber.
I wish I could tell them to ignore
Maxwell.
certain
Larry has
tasks.
the house
I
construction site. Jace
wish
has
I
cut a
could tell
log
certain
into
people to
lumber.
ignore certain tasks and
Alec has. Kenneth has made a sack of flour. Ella has harvested wheat from the farm at F11. Jace has cut a log.
build.
Alec. A male builder busy building. Kavya has. Alec has.
So,
Kenneth has done construction.
luckily
Maxwell.
the farm was
Jesse has
getting
harvested
over.
vegetables. Axel has brought back a kill
Right as
from
this
hunting.
one gets over,
Noah has,
I'll-
Noah has been injured
Oh God,
and cannot
okay.
continue working. Dr. Antonio is working on Noah.
Yes,
Alec
that's
has.
why
Kenneth has done construction work at the house.
Doctor
Maxwell has
is
done
so
construction work
essential.
at the house.
After this one's over though, I
Larry has made
will be
bricks
ending
from
part
rocks
1.
at C8. Alec has. Kenneth has done
And
construction
I'll
work
be
at the house.
starting part 2.
Maxwell has done construction work at the house.
So let me just get over.
Kavya. Alec has. Kenneth has. The house. Ella has harvested wheat from the farm at
Okay.
F11.
So that house is also finished. How many houses do I have now?
D4, C4, C4, E4, F4.
Okay,
G4.
one more house to catch
Land.
up to my population. But I will not be doing that in this video. Now let me
Main
go
menu.
back to the main
How to play.
menu.
Play the game. Save current game.
Yes, save.
Type the file name you wish to save to, and press enter. Game saved as Kavya.
Right.
Press escape to return to the game. Exit the game.
Exit the game. So that's part 1 of my Castaways Let's Play. This should be pretty short though because I don't mean to do all missions. I mean to do mission 1, then after that I'll see after mission 1. After that I'll see whether I'll do more missions, whether I won't do missions. Because the other missions I have not explored myself, so I don't know what they're like. But definitely mission 1 I'll be completing after mission 1, I don't know.
Speech mode B. Speech mode talk.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you find any flaws with my strategy so far, please let me know in the comments.
OBS 2.6.1.0. OBS 2.6.1.0.
Bye.